This is what you call an artsy, weird movie that is just not for the normal audience member to saying, hey, Natalie Portman's in a rock star movie, can't wait to see her in a movie. Yeah, this is a weird one. Vox Lux. I don't even know if I'm saying the title right because I thought it was like Vox Lux, and the trailer William Dafoe says it in a weird way, so Vax Lux, something like that. I don't know. Either way, this is the new Oscar movie, I'm guessing. It was a very limited release. I saw the trailer. It looked good. I mean, from the trailer, the movie stars Natalie Portman and Jude Law, and is directed by someone I don't know. And so the movie is basically about this girl who is basically in a school shooting. She gets shot in the spine, like in the neck area, in the spinal cord, whatever. It affects her. She get as a young kid, and so at like this funeral church thing, she sings a song for all the kids who got killed during the shooting. The song becomes popular. She becomes a very popular singer, and she changes when she gets older and turns into Natalie Portman. And so that's the basic storyline. I'm gonna go and say this right now. I don't know if I didn't get it or if I just didn't like it. I don't know, but my personal, honest opinion, I didn't really like the movie at all. See, okay, so the directing, I'll start with the pause. First things off, the score and the soundtrack and the music, fantastic. The beginning, the introduction, after like the beginning of the movie where it's showing all the cast members and everything, the directing is awesome. The directing was super good in this movie, and the cinematography was great. But the score and the soundtrack was so good. The music was so good. The music that is actually written and Natalie Portman performs, and the girl that plays the young Natalie Portman, that music was really good. The main song that is sung that makes her famous, she sings in the very beginning, it was a great song. Like, it was actually a really good song. It was emotional, and she sung it really well. And all the performances are really good. The girl that plays the young Natalie Portman in this movie, I don't know her name. I know she's in Dark Shadows. That's where I recognized her from. She was freaking great. She did a really good job with the New York accent. I'm pretty sure it was a New York accent. I'm pretty sure it was Staten Island, something like that. She did a really good job. At first I was thinking, dang, how is Natalie Portman going to outperform this? But the main girl in the very beginning, she was excellent in this movie. And then Natalie Portman comes in and just sweeps it away. I mean, she's freaking great. If this is not one of her top 3 or best performance ever, I don't know what is. She was just a despicable human being, and she played it to the point. You hated her at times. You're like, this is a whiny brat, like Jude Law said. She was freaking great at it, though. Natalie Portman gives an outstanding performance, hands down, no doubt about it. Jude Law pulls off the New York's accent really well, and he was freaking great as this agent for her. She was great. Whoever plays the sister was really good. All the acting all around is freaking great. And yes, I don't know if any of you have heard, but the opening scene, I won't get into details of how it is or anything like that. The first 10 minutes is pretty hard to watch. The first 10 minutes is the school shooting scene. It's freaking intense. I mean, it's not terrible. Well, I mean, terrible directing. No, it's great directing, but it's just terrible to see. It's very realistic. It's very scary. I mean, it feels intense. It's a great scene. It really is. It was directed really good. It was intense. It was disgusting. It's scary feeling. It felt me icky. I mean, this opening scene is something that needs to be talked about. It is one of those scenes, man, where you just can't unsee it, to be honest. It's one of those scenes. But after that, we get into a movie that gets into weird editing and fast-forward editing when they're, like, going on a trip to Europe, whatever. It goes fast-forward editing for, like, 5 minutes straight. We get William Dafoe narrating, which I didn't really like the narration. I didn't really care for it. The editing was off, and my God, was this ending so open ending, I guess. The ending ruined a lot of this movie. It just ends. I mean, the last 15 minutes is a concert. Like, this whole movie's building up to something, and we just get a 15-minute concert of Natalie Portman, and then it just ends. It just ends. And there's so many questions. Like, the first thing first, what was the movie focusing on? What was this movie about? Because, I mean, yes, it's dealing with school shooting and shootings around the world. There's another shooting that happens in this movie. We don't really get to we see it, but it doesn't go nowhere near as much as the school shooting in the beginning. But it deals with shootings But it's also about this girl growing up as a rock star, kind of, and she dealing with drugs, whatever. And I'm not going to spoil it, but if you've seen the movie, there's a character that's in the beginning of this movie, and this actress plays another character on the second half of this movie. And when it happened, I was like, wait, what? And I was like, wasn't she? And now she's... I don't know why this was, but I hated it. I don't understand why they had the same actress to play two different characters. It made me so confused. I don't know. Like, I just don't know. And the ending is so abrupt, and it ends, and I don't know what this movie means, and like, it's just... It was disappointing. The acting is so good, the cinematography, the music, everything in this movie has so much potential. But if it could just have a better ending and more story, like I feel like a lot was cut out. Like, I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. Again, it's one of those movies where I feel like people are gonna like it. I'm just the one just like, I didn't get it, or I just didn't like it. And I'm gonna give Vox Lux a C-. It sounds brutal, especially for all the great acting. I mean, Natalie Portman, again, gives an outstanding... She's great. She is freaking great in this movie. But the overall movie, the ending, and all that kind of stuff, ugh. But again, the opening scene, man, that is something. That was just... that I cannot see it. I cannot see that opening scene. I would love just to see the opening scene again. Well, I mean, that's terrible to say, but it's just directed so well, and the sound design, the camera angle, like, it was just so great filmed, but so intense and so brutal. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.